monitor that way a little bit? Can you pull on it?
I'm sorry. We're already.
Are we live now?
We may be live now. I'm
We
not
are
sure.
live.
It hasn't said anything. It's confused. Okay, now it says we are live.
We are live.
So let me go back and.
Hey, hi.
And
Hey,
Tom,
hello.
hey, wave, Tom. It's you.
Hi,
You're on.
I'm up here. Yay.
We're starting the show with Thomas on. I'm going to put the splash screen up. Hi, it's time for Camera Chat, the show where we have fun talking about having fun,
With
taking
camera.
good pictures. Yes,
Yes.
taking better pictures. Hi, I'm Jim Selleck, your host.
And I'm Tom Nicewater.
Oh, wait a minute.
Let's go there.
This is my decisively didactic dude of dialogue co-host. See,
Tom.
I always have one planned.
Yes, he probably spends up all night figuring out what he's going to say.
Yeah, absolutely. I do. I actually, well, I don't stay up all night, but I do a little Googling.
Yes.
I do a little thesaurusing and a little rhyming dictionarying.
Right.
And various stuff. And let's see if we actually have the cover cam.
Oh,
the
hey,
cover
look at
camera's
that.
working.
You can see all our props and our things.
Yeah,
you can see our lighting.
props. We don't
and
use
blah,
props.
blah.
This is all real stuff.
You know, we wouldn't need this big light if I just get a haircut and not wear my hat.
Yeah, yeah.
But, you know, that'll happen soon.
I think this guy needs. Wait a minute. I need to. We're going to go into a little technical difficulty here.
Just
can figure
technical
my video
tweaking.
here. Yeah, I'm gonna keep up the saturation just a little bit on that one, just so just so we look more
'Cause we
saturated.
can.
Because we want to be more saturated.
Right.
Okay, and I think we've got everything that we need here. All right, today, as promised, well, we had a little discussion about this earlier, and we had a slight little disagreement about what we want to talk about today. But we did promise.
Yes, you know, right?
We did promise that we would bring back the subject, the immensely popular subject,
Of the mode dial.
the mode dial, the mysterious
mode dial.
That's right. Do we have a camera here that's got a mode dial on it? I mean, we have a graphic
Yes.
that shows what a mode dial looks like.
Most of you probably know that. You've probably seen it. And what do all these numbers and
What
things
the
mean?
heck do all these numbers and letters
Where do I
mean?
turn it?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Where's
And,
where's the stun button?
Yes, and there's another graphic that I had a copy of and I didn't have time to queue it up, but it's the one that says everyone's a photographer until and then the M,
Right.
the mysterious manual setting.
Manual setting, which is that's all well and good.
I don't think we're going to talk a lot about the manual setting tonight. We'll hold that for future discussions.
Yeah, people like to shoot manual, but there's times you need manual. There's times maybe you don't. It depends on what you're doing, right? What am I shooting? How much time do I have? So.
Everyone's experience is different, but it took me a couple of years before I could feel like I was getting the most out of the camera in manual mode.
Right.
I would start out by doing full automatic or program mode,
Right.
and then gradually. I think everybody learns a little bit, but
Right. Well,
as they go.
My analogy I say over and over is, most people when they learn how to drive a car, they don't learn on a stick shift. They
That's
normally learn on an automatic.
I learned on a stick shift, but
I did too, but
that's because we're of a certain age.
Right. Well, yeah, that's what my dad owns, so that's what I learned.
Yeah.
I learned on my dad's car,
Exactly.
So that's how it works. But then when I bought a car, my car now is an automatic with the where you can do the paddle shifter thing kind of on it. Where you can manually
paddles,
shift.
yes.
Most cars are like that. Yeah, and some people don't even understand that. So the thing is, so manual's awesome. Manual's there for a reason. But start a lot of time with our newbies, they go to manual because someone told them that.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody when
That's
I bought
right.
the camera, I don't only shoot manual, da 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 da. And they go, and my pictures are always dark. They're always this or that, and that. I go, well, maybe we should start. The bottom line is get good pictures. And I don't care how you get them.
That's right.
So no one yet, I've said this over and over, no one yet has asked me on a picture that's been published or what were your settings? What was this? What was that? They go, what a cool looking picture. Where was that? The location's more important than how I got the shot.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
So the mode dial.
I do occasionally ask people what their settings were, but
Right. And actually, if you've shot long enough, you can pretty much look. And
that's true.
You can look. I've been shooting so long, literally, I can pretty much tell you the exposure before I even pick the camera up or be really close. It's just all practice, practice. And the more you get used to the machine in your hand or the car in your hand, the steering wheel in your hand, the better you run it or use it, right? So it's all about understanding what does my camera do, right? And why, and why do I need this and why do I need that? So the mode dial, right?
The mode dial.
So the mode dial has basic modes, right? And if you go and you can see on the graphic there, like the little green square, and that's on a Canon. I think I got a thing in my face. Yeah, and Nikon has the same thing. It'll be a green little camera. That's the auto mode, right? Which is a great way. If you just get a camera, you bought a camera, you've been shooting your cell phone, but I want to upgrade. I'm going to get into another. So auto's okay because it's going to get you into a good quality picture, much better than your phone's going to get you because you're using a different machine, right? But there's nothing wrong with shooting in auto. I mean,
right.
And then it's.
I think I would add to that though that you can't give the camera too much of a challenge. You have to look for good lighting.
That's down the road. That's part of the process of photography, right? Understanding light is what photography is.
Sure.
I mean, that's what the word breaks down into, basically.
Sure.
So, but when you're new to a camera, you don't want to have to worry about light. What you really need to learn about is just, okay, what's catching. You have to learn how to see. You have to learn how to walk before you can run, right? And so the auto mode's a good way to just get started. Don't overthink the camera. Start understanding photography as photography just is. I like that tree. I like that barn.
Sure.
I like whatever. I shoot landscapes. It could be anything. And the auto mode's going to get the shot. Okay, I'm happy with that, but it's not, okay, I like it. I'm kind of getting a feel for my camera, but I want to move forward. I want to go past auto mode, right? So it's not, there's no one's going to shun you for shooting in auto. If they do, too bad.
Yeah.
Don't play that game.
Because they're not having fun. And the point is to
fun.
Have fun.
Fun.
Yes.
Yeah, photography is fun. It should be photography, Ooh, yeah, right?
Did you just make that up?
I actually did.
Wow.
I just came out of the right out of my head.
That was really good.
Yeah, right.
Well,
photography. Actually, that might be my new Facebook page.
I think we're
on top of Zentography and everything else I have.
Yeah. I'm going to go copyright that.
Yeah, right. You have a Facebook page called Zentography. It's the Zen of photography.
That's right.
I don't promote it much because it's more about the art of sitting on a rock or just sitting there and watching what's happening around you before you can pick your camera up, right? And that's how you start to feel what's happening in photography. That's not part of the mode dial. So on the mode dial, again, I'll kind of go through a bit. Then you'll see their little icon on there, and I'm not sure if Jim has them up on his screen. You can put the pointer to it or not. It looks like a flower.
I don't have pointers that work.
That's okay. That's okay.
Let's see if we could just
there we go. Kind of.
There's without us.
Yeah, a little better.
Or hang on, let me make sure.
I have
nope,
better.
No.
No, that's okay.
I don't think we had sound on that one.
On this, when you went to that,
I don't.
Sorry for that little. Actually, that's
it wouldn't be camera chat if there wasn't one 2 or 3 second moment of technical difficulty
or dead air.
Yeah, we
right, which we don't have too much of a problem.
We're getting the technical gremlins out.
Right.
We've just about got them eradicated.
Right.
But there's no accounting for me, the producer. If I don't set up, if I don't turn on the microphones on a given shot, that's a problem.
Well, there's a guy that's really famous, Fro knows photo guy. I shoot raw, and he actually, when he started doing these things, same things we're going through, and he's huge now. And it's funny to see he go back and show some of his first blogs or video logs, and they're pretty similar. So back to the mode dial.
The mode dial.
So there's the what did we call them last time? Let's go. So you'll see the icons, underneath. If you see it on the screen there, you'll see the auto mode and and so there's another one. You see a little flower. Well, the flower means the camera is set up to take optimal pictures of flowers. It's going to give you the optimal settings, quote unquote, for a flower. It's not going to be perfect every time, but it works. Landscape mode, taking landscapes, it will focus on infinity. It will focus on the furthest object out, not the closest object out. In a good world, if you're in a bus, I said this last time. If you're in a bus on a tour and you go to take a picture in auto mode, the flash will pop up and it'll glare out the window, and you got the flash glare. So landscape mode will turn that off and focus past the window, right? That's kind of a good mode. If you like landscape photography, it's not a bad mode to use. Nighttime party photography just means it's going to allow for slower exposure.
I think I can show. I believe we have sound now on this
It will
one.
show. Like the landscape will look like mountains, what you can see on the screen there. Nighttime photography just pretty much turns the flash off, so you just get night shots. Sport photography, are we getting audio?
We are getting audio. As far as I know, we're getting audio.
Are we getting audio? Let us know if we're not.
Yeah.
Because then we'll just sign language or something.
Yeah, sign language. Well,
That
except
won't work either.
Yeah, they won't see us.
Yeah.
No. Okay, so we're gonna go back to the
Split screen.
yeah.
And then,
it's here somewhere. There we are.
Right there, right.
Found
And
it.
then-
I found us.
So there's another mode that has a person usually running something active, which is the sport mode. So the camera's going to try and pick up the fastest shutter speed and ISO, ASA for that situation to get you the sharpest shots, as far as freezing the action. Portrait mode is like when you see it, usually it's a woman.
I think that's sexist, man. It should be,
It could be whichever, yeah.
It should be
woman,
an
man,
androgynous figure of some kind.
Something, yeah, right. A stick figure.
Yeah.
Or emoji.
Yeah.
Something.
Well, I'm not really upset about it.
I'm not going to sleep over that
Okay.
one. But portrait mode tends to give you the better settings for a flattering portrait, right? It opens up the aperture, so you have a softer background and, whatnot on that. And then there's the no flash mode. That means, like you might go in certain times you don't want to flash because it ruins the shot,
Right.
So you can actually tell the camera, don't use the flash. Don't pop that little flash up on top, right? I think yeah. And then another last mode you will see is the scene mode. Well, not the last, but in general. This is just a generalization. For every camera has something a little bit different. And the scene mode means you can go in there, and when you go in the scene, and then your menu, it can say there's other things I want to shoot. I'm on the beach, and so the camera you can say beach mode, and then it'll set up because it's really bright, or it can say I'm taking birthday party pictures, and they will do this, and it'll give you more options on top of those.
Right, and every camera has their own individual set. Every manufacturer. has their own.
Yes.
I've had a camera that had a special setting in scene mode for fluorescent lights.
Yes,
where
most
they would
have
try
that.
to white balance for that.
They even have underwater,
Yeah.
say if you're in an aquarium or something, you can put it in underwater mode and it'll compensate for that blue color in the water. Or if you have your camera in an underwater housing.
Right.
But if you have your camera in underwater housing, I'm pretty sure you'll know how to shoot manual.
You never know.
But you never know.
You never know.
Actually,
Underwater housings tend to be expensive. But,
Well, actually, one of our friends on Facebook and one of our friends in our group, she 4 years ago, she was shooting. She loves to dive. She likes to snorkel, not snorkel, but dive, and she loves the ocean. And she's using just a Olympus point and shoot underwater, which do a great job. The Olympus Tough series are very rugged cameras. And she goes, I want to up my game. And she bought a higher end Nikon. And I said, well, you really need to get a housing, right? You need to go spend $2,000 or $3,000 in IMAX. And she really is researching. You know where you are if you're watching. She's been researching seals very extensively for the last 3 or 4 years.
I'm not going to do my seal imitation.
Yeah, right.
Just imagine I did.
Yeah, right.
And it was hysterically funny.
In your mind.
Yeah.
So anyhow, my thing is, she needed to go past the point and shoot thing. And she went into a pro camera, bought the pro deal, and she really studied seals. And there's an IMAX movie coming out, Whiskers Under the Deep, and her picture is...
Whiskers Under the Deep, that's incredible.
I think that's what it's called. And her picture is the IMAX poster.
Really, the poster?
The poster for IMAX, because she upped her game.
Yeah.
And now she's she's becoming a very, very famous seal photographer.
Wow.
And she's from Ann Arbor, but she lives in Wall Street area. Good for her, right?
Yeah, fantastic.
I don't know why I wanted that ramble over a water setting, but
You know what? We're
Are we getting
time
close?
is short.
What time is it?
Time is short. It's I don't know. I think we've been on for 15 minutes.
Oh my gosh, yes, that ramble went fast. So I'll go up into the next mode, which is called. Sorry.
By the way, I'm sorry. I just I don't know if anybody was trying to watch the stream that was advertised, but we were unable to connect to it. And I'm going to blame Facebook entirely. We're using this is a little bit too far behind the scenes, but we're using a new thing called Producer. And I think Producer is, up till this week, we've been using Facebook Live Create. And every time we use it, it says, you should be using Producer instead. It's the new thing.
Yeah. Oh,
And,
yeah, right.
Last week when I came out all by myself, it said, we're going to force you to start using Producer soon. So I said, fine. So when we set up the schedule for this one, we set it up using Producer, and then it said, oh, you need to check your live stream, and the link did not take me anywhere, and I could not find it. So we were forced to create a new parallel stream in a parallel
universe.
Yes. So we don't know where you guys are, but
I hope you're out there watching.
Yeah, you guys on Earth, please come and find us.
Yeah, right.
But we have to get to the other side of the dial, which is where I kind of live most of the time.
Do you want to talk more about it?
We can talk more about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the next other side of the dial, which you'll see in the brackets on the,
which is sometimes called the creative side of the dial by some people who write articles.
Some people that overread and overthink things.
We never overthink.
That's our word
things.
of the day. We overthink it, and it makes it harder than it is.
But I mean, to be fair, the side we just covered, that's the side of making it easier to use the advanced features of the camera by giving you sets of presets that are pretty likely to give you good pictures depending on the situation you're in.
And then once you, I guess the point there is when you shoot in those preset modes, the reason you go to advanced is because you outgrew those modes.
Yeah, that's right.
That's why you go advanced, right? So, okay, I want to go a step further. And you don't have to start with the preset things. You can start in the advanced modes because they're fine, right? And then the advanced modes, and they'll be the ones, if you look at the icon, they'll be the ones in the brackets, like the M, A, S, or P, right?
Right.
Or on Canon, it'd be M, shutter, time value, aperture value, and P. Right? And P doesn't mean professional. No, it means program.
Program mode.
Yeah. And the P program mode is very similar, well, not very similar, but similar to the green mode, the green dial, but it lets you override things. You can override ISO, you can override, so you can go a little bit further outside the green mode, right? Where the green mode pretty much locks you in. That's where you're at. Your adjustments are very limited, but you're still going to get good pictures.
Yeah.
You'll be fine there. And then, so the advanced modes are the modes inside the bracket. You have manual, and I'll come back to manual. Most landscape photographers, a lot of us will shoot aperture priority, A, or AV, which is A's on Nikon and AV's on Canon. And what the aperture is the lens opening, how much light you're letting in, your depth of field, how much is in focus, right? And that's what concerns landscape photographers. I want everything in focus, or I just want that tree in focus, or I want that rock in focus and nothing else, or I want so it'll be in focus, but the depth of field, which will break it down. Maybe another show will break down just that mode, right?
Yes.
And then that would say how much in my landscape is in focus of the foreground or background. And then you have shutter priority, which is S on Nikon, TV, time value, not television, TV on Canon, and that allows you to control movement, right? So if I see a soccer player running down the soccer field, and I want to make sure he is in focus or she's in focus, I want to shoot at a higher shutter, so it's a faster capture. But we'll break that one down too. So that's for movement. If I want a nice flowing waterfall, which I just got done shooting, found some new ones Sunday, which I really liked, in Ohio. So if I want that nice flowing water, that smooth, silky water, I want to slow everything down, right? That's shutter. So it's how I control how fast I'm capturing an image. And again, you have program. And switching to program allows you to control the ISO, exposure metering, white balance, and all that while you're shooting, which you can't do in the green mode. And then the thing is there's a few more too. There's creative auto, and there's sensitive value. There's all kinds of different stuff. Video, there's panoramic, there's custom settings, C1, C2, C3. We can get all that. But right now, for the basics to get into where are we at in time?
We're almost out of time.
So then I go back. So if I can't get anything to work in the aperture, it's just not getting it. I can't get what I want in the shutter, and program's not working. Then I'll go to manual and say, okay, I'm going to tell you what I want it to do. Right, and I'm going to tell my camera when I want to shift, like in a car. I don't want to be in first. I want to be in third. So it lets you. So once you understand, but a lot of people like to shoot manual because like the challenge. I I just like shooting aperture. Most landscape do, but we will break all these separate modes down as we go further, because you can go. It's a lot more involved, So what I suggest is any questions you have, and what do you want to learn? Do you want to learn more about manual or aperture? What questions do you have? What's my ISO? What's my aperture? Please put it in the comments, and we will definitely follow up with that.
Yeah, we did a sin here. I'm sorry. We are picking up more people who are viewing this live.
Hi.
Hi, how you doing? We normally have a pad or something set up where we're actually watching the live feed for comments, and we haven't been doing that this time. So.
Right, we'll get better at that.
Yeah, we will, because
Right.
we will get to the point where we can actually answer questions live and react to you and the fact that you're here and make fun of you. And,
No, we won't do that.
Yes.
You can make fun of us, though. That's what we're here for.
all right, fine.
All right, fine. So we need a word of the day.
A word? Oh, that's correct. We didn't do the word of the day at the beginning.
Well, I think it should be. Don't be afraid of program.
Don't be afraid.
That's not a word. It's a phrase.
Don't be DB and never mind. Okay.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
The word of the day is
You know,
spring.
Spring. Oh, spring is good.
Ooh, yes.
Spring is really good.
And I want to close because we're very close. We have a lot of workshops coming up. Colorado.
Oh yes. Thomas, tell us about what's happening with National Photography Workshops.
Yes, we're taking a group to Colorado.
I'm
We have
going to
some
put it all
spots
on you
open.
here.
So we're taking a group to Colorado late June. It's on the National Photography Workshops page, and it's on the Facebook page. We're going to the Smoky Mountains in about a month. We're going to Hocking Hills, Ohio for waterfalls. We're going to Chicago. We're going to do a Chicago photo walk via water taxi.
Via water taxi.
So walking, we're going to jump, because you can get a pass for the day for darn near nothing, and jump on and off the water taxi and do a tour of Chicago and get out, walk around, take some pictures. Get on the next one. Pretty cool. We've got botanical gardens. We've got a ton of stuff coming. We're looking at. I just talked to a lady today. She's going to help us out with getting Yellowstone in the works for next year. And Arcadia.
Fantastic!
She's been there a few times. She knows the area very well. So yeah, follow National Photography Workshops on Facebook. Follow our sponsor, Westbourne Camera in Dearborn, Michigan.
Well, wait.
What?
Let's put up our acknowledgments page.
There we
here.
go. So Westbourne Camera, they're a used camera shop, gently used professional and amateur cameras, mostly a lot of digital, and in Dearborn, and we're coming from their Livonia headquarters.
The headquarters.
And then National Photography Works, and last but not least,
Roland Detroit Films. That's my little movie production company based out of here in Detroit. And
very cool.
That's all of us.
That is our chat rep.
That's very cool. Yeah. So I think that is a wrap, is it not?
I think it is. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for everything.
Mm-hmm.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.